today. So I want to see you guys when Sabaka and I went home today. Her reaction. This is so cute.
Me back home? Huh? Yeah, I know. Are you excited? Are you excited? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look how excited you are. Hi, is it fun to be back home? I know. Look at you go. You're such a good girl. I know. I'm sorry we can't stay.
So guys, anyways, so as you guys know, as I've been telling you guys, my regular streamers, viewers know, we've been a little displaced, but we're staying strong, guys. We're staying positive. It's not about what you go through in life, guys. It's about what you overcome and the message you send in the midst of that trouble. This is Pet Profiles. We're not about that. This is a low-key show where we look at cute furry animals. So, guys, we have three amazing guests here to... Sabaka, look, it's our first guest on Pet Profiles, the Woolly Mammoth. Now, did you guys see what I just did? I noticed the gift. I want to point out that I noticed the gift, only to say that, guys, when I'm in the middle of host mode, I probably may not acknowledge every gift. I don't really read comments, which you're like, more. When I come to your regular stream, you read every comment. You make me feel like I matter. First of all, you do matter. But I'm in host mode tonight. This is a show. Come on, I got something to do. You guys let up a little bit. I may not read every comment. I might not acknowledge every gift, but I do appreciate it. We have three amazing guests. And I know I say that every week, guys, but this week, guys, seriously, we have three amazing guests. But not only do we have three amazing streamers, each and every one of these guests tonight, guys, I can vouch for are amazing people. We've got Charm Charlie, we've got Andrea Lee, and we've got Zen. Guys, not only amazing streamers, but amazing people. People I would personally vouch for each and every one. But guys, I don't know about you. I'm tired of hearing myself talk. Let's get to the pets. Who wants to get to the pets? I'm getting tired of listening to myself. I've been looking at my reflection here on the screen for a minute or two. And I'm like, you know what, more? You need to be quiet. We like Sabaka, but we need to see some pets. So let's get to our first guest here. Guys, please give it up to our very first guest, an amazing streamer, an amazing person on the app. His name is Charm Charlie. Charm Charlie, I already see that you requested that box. Let's go ahead and get it done.
Hello.
Charlie, how we doing tonight?
Oh, we doing good. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Now, I got to start off by saying, how did you clone my dog and get it to wherever you are located in the world?
That is a good question. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. It is kind of scary. Look.
It's very interesting. So who do we have here today?
Guys, look, this is Biscuit.
Biscuit. God, guys, okay, look at Biscuit and tell me, guys, look how similar these dogs are. I mean, they literally could be twins.
She's terrified. I don't know.
That is so, like, literally they're twins. Like, I feel like I'm looking at Sabaka and I'm like, Sabaka, sit. Okay, so tell us a little bit about Biscuit, Charlie.
Okay, so Biscuit, she's a Chiweenie, so she's a Dachshund Chihuahua mix. And actually, when I graduated high school, I was like, I didn't want to be lonely, and I was like, oh, and I told my parents, I said, can I get a pet? Can I get a dog? And they didn't want me to get a dog. But then me and my mom, we decided to go to Petco one day, and we were going to the back, and I was like, oh, Mom, look. I was like, Mom, look at these dogs. And then we saw her, and her tail started going insane, her tail. And so I went up to her cage, and her tail just kept going crazy. And then she started licking me through the cage, and the lady was like, hey, you want to hold her? And I was like, sure. And then I held Biscuit, and no joke, Biscuit fell asleep on my shoulder right then and there. And then I was like, I guess we have to keep her now.
You know, we hear about every single week. I feel like I say this. We hear about this all the time. I really feel like we don't choose the pets. The pet choose us. The pets choose us. I mean, they really, really do. And I gotta say though, that Petco person, they're basically like a used car salesman, because letting you hold the pet is basically like letting you test drive the car. Because once you get it, you're like, oh, I need this, right? But So what makes Biscuit so special to you?
She is, like, I'll be honest, she is one of my best friends, but she so the weird thing is, all of a sudden my dad didn't want her, but she loves my dad. So she always goes to my dad, and now my dad's like he loves this dog now, and I try to hold her as much as I can, but it's harder to hold her because like I can't do anything when I'm holding her. But
Yeah, no, I gotcha. So you said that in high school that you really, really wanted a pet. What was going on in high school that really made you decide, hey, I really want a dog right now?
yeah, so I was graduating, and all my friends are going off to college, and I was like, I just want a dog that I can hold, that I can, like, I guess like a support animal, I guess, in a way.
Right.
And I didn't want to actually get one of those, but so I just found my own dog, and she wasn't supposed to happen, but I spent my graduation money when I graduated high school and got her. But
That's
that
awesome.
I did that.
So how long ago was that between, like, I don't know how old you are now, between the time you adopted her and how old you are now?
Yeah, so I adopted her when I was like 18, and now I'm 23. I graduated in high school in 2017,
Gotcha.
and I got her
Gotcha.
in July of 2017.
Gotcha. So you've had her for about a little bit less than 5 years.
Yeah, a little less, yeah. And
Okay.
she's about 7 or 8 now.
She's 7 or 8. So when you got her, she was about 2 or 3 or 1 or 2?
Yeah, she was 3. She was 3.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so weird because I got Sobaka when she was 3. So Biscuit, and honestly, look at the guys, look at Sabaka and then look at Biscuit. Like, guys, this is one of the main reasons I wanted. I was like, I saw Biscuit. I was like, I need Biscuit on the show right now. Like, Biscuit is amazing, and I feel like I'm looking at my own dog. Hi, Kayla.
Yeah, I know it. That is crazy. I actually have 2 other dogs, but one of them's a golden retriever. She's old. She's like really old. She's been around since I was in elementary school. She
Right.
is like 16.
Right.
Like 16. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Then we have a puppy, and he is a brat.
You got a brat puppy.
Yeah.
So is Biscuit like completely yours, or is it more like a family dog?
Well, she was meant to be mine, but I guess she's become more of a family dog. She loves everybody.
Thank you, AJ. Okay, so she's become a family dog, but originally she was supposed to be. Now, was that you said that you really wanted a dog when you were in high school? Was she was she your family's first dog?
No. Miley was our first dog.
Okay, so and thank you for the loud noises, Kayla. You're always right there on cue. We all.
Thank you for the
Right when we need Kayla, she's always there for us.
Thank you, Ty.
I refuse, HQ. I refuse. I make sure Meet Me operates in its full capacity. So does Biscuit do any tricks?
No, not really.
It's okay. Sabaka, other than putting herself in timeout, I refuse, Chris. Meet Me must operate at full capacity.
That's about it.
So you know what? Honestly, Sabaka doesn't do any tricks either. She just puts herself in timeout, and you know what? We don't care. She loves on us.
Trick. That's a good trick. You don't think that's a good trick?
So how does she get along with other dogs? Does she get along with other dogs okay, or is she kind of like a lone wolf?
It depends on the dog, or it depends on what's happening. Like, she definitely does go after the other dogs sometimes. Like, if they take her toy or something, she thinks that it's all about her.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But
Sounds a lot like my ex. Keep going.
Them, but she definitely does have a temper, and especially since the puppy, she likes to play with him. But there are times when he gets a little too rough, and she makes sure to tell him.
Yeah.
That he's the boss.
So Baca does this funny thing where she goes up, we'll take her to the dog park and she'll go up to the biggest dog in the yard and start like barking at him and letting everyone know that she's boss. Is Biscuit kind of like that, or is Biscuit more kind of
Yeah,
like?
I've never taken her to dog park before, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared. I don't know. I'm kind of scared, I guess, because our other dog, Miley, we took her to the dog park once, and this Rottweiler went after her, and it was really scary. So I'm just
Wow.
scared to bring her anywhere.
Yeah, I imagine that would be scary. I mean,
Just
I'm
like-
assuming that Biscuit was okay and no injuries were sustained.
Yeah.
Good. Now, did Biscuit cause the Rottweiler any injuries?
No.
Because you never know these days. These Chihuahuas, man, like people don't realize that Chihuahua Dachshund mix, like Sabaka may look like just like a little thing, but you know, she'll mess things up. She'll mess things up if you let her.
But I know you said, does she know any tricks? Well, I taught her how to get in my lap, like from the couch. She jumps up on the couch and then jumps up in my lap. I taught her how to do that.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute.
She gets so excited.
So how has your relationship with Biscuit changed during the pandemic? Because I don't know like you, but like just being cooped up for the past year, I feel like the dynamics of my relationship with my dog have changed. Have you found that to be the case with you and Biscuit?
Yeah, she sleeps all day long. She's like, I'm tired. I'm just gonna sleep out here. Like she'll curl up in a ball and just lay there all day. I guess she enjoys that everyone's home. She's like, I can relax and not have to worry about people not being here. Like she was nervous, like when people leave, she used to shake. Like sometimes when she gets nervous, like I moved my keyboard right here earlier and she freaked out.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, if you're just joining us, my name is More Miserable. We're here with Charm Charlie, who's a really not only an amazing streamer, but amazing dude here on the app. If you haven't favorited this guy, please do it. Go ahead and do so. So Charlie, before we move, I have some fun questions I'd like to ask you. But before we move on to some of the more fun questions, would you like to tell us a little bit more about you and what you do here on Meet Me?
What I do? Oh, yeah, sure. So what I do on Meet Me is I spread awareness of the disability community. That's what my goal on here is to do, is
Absolutely.
spread awareness of that. And I feel like that's been going really good. We've gotten some exposure to some people on the app that most people didn't understand about them, their life story or anything. And I have a show here that I run by myself on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And it's called the Charm Charlie Show, and we talk about the disability community and just get people known about that a disability doesn't define you. It's just a part of something that you have to do in your life.
And I would just like to say, as someone who has a lot of people with, so just because I put my hand here doesn't mean that you get pet. Like, you see what she does? She is so desperate for affection. She reminds me of myself when I was with my ex. You need to stop. You do not need affection this badly. You see what I'm saying? Like, as someone who has a lot of, I feel like a good block of people who come into my stream personally have. Sabaka, nobody can see you over here. That's the guest box side. You got to come over here so people can see you. Don't no one want to see me. Like, you are doing this all wrong. We practiced this earlier. We practiced this for like an hour and a half, and you messing this up at the Residence Inn North Dallas. Like, guys, I just want to a personal shout out to everyone who has disabilities. Like, guys, there's a lot of people who come in this stream with disabilities who want someone to connect with, who want to feel valued, who want to feel heard. Guys, let's give every single person on this platform a reason to feel loved and connected. Guys, we're all one big community and we're stronger together. So I just wanted to say that before I move on. Charlie, you're awesome. Thank you for what you're doing on the app. You're an amazing person in addition to being an amazing streamer.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right. So here's some fun questions. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in what ways are you and Biscuit alike?
What ways are we like? We're really loud. How we are. I'm very loud, and like she just starts barking. Like she can howl. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, she can howl. But I would show you if it was during daytime. But you know, it's the time of night in my house. Everyone.
I feel it. We're working towards, guys, one day in the future, might
Yes.
not having pet profiles in the crack of the middle of the night. Maybe one day having it's like at a reasonable hour. But for now, guys, with grad school and everything, this is what we got to do. So come on, work with me here. If Biscuit could speak English for 1 minute and you could ask Biscuit one question, what would that question be?
That's a good question.
Ew.
I don't know. What would you want to ask your dog? Biscuit. What does dog food taste like?
Thanks to my fraternity days back in college, I actually know the answer to that question. But that's another story for another day. If there was one thing about your pet that you could change, what would it be? Like a Biscuit, I love you, but this one thing I wish I could change.
That she wants to snuggle with me. She doesn't snuggle with me anymore.
Yeah, you know what? I always knock on Sabaka because she want to cuddle with me too much. But you know what? Maybe one day she'll get to that place. So hopefully not. So
Yeah. So can I tell you a funny story that happened?
absolutely, tell us a funny story.
So wait, Zen. Actually, I was thinking about it. It wasn't Biscuit that was doing that, but I was in Zen show when what's it called?
The reveal.
The reveal. Yes, thank you. I don't know. I just got to. But anyways, I was on that show and I was singing, and next thing we know, the dog started howling in the background when I was singing, and everyone loved it. And I was like, and I was embarrassed because I was like, what is he doing? Why is he doing this now?
That's awesome. Who got the vote of confidence for the song? Was it you or was it the dog?
It was a dog.
Of course. Okay. One more question because we do have to move on.
Yeah.
Well, actually, two questions. I'm going to ask this one question, then I'm going to ask another question at the very end. That's really quick. Do you ever incorporate Biscuit into your live shows, into your live streams?
No, I don't. I don't.
Dang, Biscuit. Okay, that was quick. Sabaka has to be in my live streams. If it wasn't for Sabaka being in my profile picture, I probably wouldn't be getting 500 views per stream minimum. But we just gonna keep on moving on. One more question. Okay, so this is a big question I love to ask everybody if I have the opportunity, because there's this big debate going on in our culture. Is your pet a pet to you? Or is your pet a child? Do you see Biscuit as your child or as an actual pet?
A child. She gets everything. She eats everything I eat. Like I'll be like eating, and she'll be under the table. Like she stands up on my footrest and looks up at me, and I'm like, okay, here you go. So I have to share everything with her.
Y'all let me know in the comment section. Do y'all think are y'all's pets a child or an actual pet to you? Guys, I know y'all are going to probably think I'm terrible. I'm not one of those. Look at all these children. Guys, I love Sabaka. Sabaka is a pet to me. I love her to death. She sleeps in a nicer bed than I do. But at the end of the day, do you throw your dog birthday parties, Charlie?
No.
Okay, well at least we on that way. I know people who spend money on birthday parties, Christmas parties, Valentine's Day, Hanukkah. I ain't trying to do all that. I can barely afford my rent. So let's keep going. Anyways, Charlie, is there anything you would like to plug or say or tell us before we move on?
No, not really. I think we've pretty much gone over everything.
Guys, y'all please favorite Charlie. He's not only an amazing streamer, guys. I can personally vouch for him. He's an amazing dude. He does an amazing show. He does a lot for people with disabilities here on the app. So if you guys want a really good, wholesome streamer to plug into, y'all hit this guy with a favorite. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get to see Biscuit or Miley or some of these other people if you ask nicely. Charlie, thank you so much for being on the show. We do appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you so much. And
Absolutely.
it was a pleasure meeting Biscuit's twin.
Absolutely. And you were a great, great host, and we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Anytime. Guys, y'all please give this guy a favor. He's an amazing streamer. Good guy. This is Pet Profiles, guys. Guys, we're coming to you live from the Residence Inn in North Dallas. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where's the backdrop, More? Why is there this weird refrigerator with reusable, grocery bags on the top and a bottle of vodka? Yeah, that's what that is. Well, guys, we do what we got to do. I don't have my normal soundboard here. I don't have my normal laugh and applause box with me, but we're still making it work, guys. No, it's not Tito's. It's actually Tower Vodka, which if you've never had Tower Vodka, it's amazing. But that's not what this is about. This is Pet Profiles. And if you're on the East Coast, I'm sorry it's so late. I know it's 11:30 over there. We hope as you're tucking yourself into bed and pulling the sheets over your bed and have the phone tucked in front of you, we thank you that you're looking at some cute furry creatures as you fall asleep. Now, if you're on the East Coast, Salvaca, we practice this for like an hour and a half. You need to stay right here underneath the coffee bags, right here. We practiced this for an hour, girl. We did. If you're on the East, if you're West Coast, and it's like 8:30 right now as your dinner setting, we thank you for letting us show you some cute furry creatures as your dinner digests. Now, guys, before we move on to our second guest, who I'm really excited about, a friend of the stream for a long time, guys. Her name is Andrea. She's been a friend of the stream for a long time. And not only has she been, guys, back when I was little more, I was POF more, I knew Andrea. She's an amazing person. She's a beautiful person inside and out. But before we get to that, guys, we're going to go on to my favorite segment of the show. Does anybody know my favorite segment of the show? If you do know what it's called, please comment in the section. This is called Pets in the News. All right. Now, our first news story, guys. First of all, before I get in this news story, I want to let you guys know I am not interested in hearing any political discussion in the comment section. President Joe Biden's dog bit a Secret Service agent this week, guys. President Joe Biden's dog bit a Secret Service agent. I'm not listening. I don't want to hear nothing about Trump 2024, Biden this, Libertarian Party. This ain't a political forum. This is Pets in the News. Now, this actually made major headlines, guys, and let me tell you why. The press secretary for Joe Biden actually had to make a statement about this. So, guys, this is the first Pets in the News that actually features the White House press secretary. So, oh, Lord, I lost the story. Here we go. Hold on. Stand by as Moore fixes the technical difficulties. No, I don't want to sit there. Okay, here we go. So this is Press Secretary Psaki, and we are going to listen to how Joe Biden's dog, Major, caused an injury, and they had an actual press conference this week, a press conference at the White House for the dog.
Can you clarify for us what happened with the president's dogs? There's some reports that one of them was involved in a biting incident. Can you clarify exactly what happened?
Sure. Champion Major, the president and first lady's dogs, members of the family, are still getting acclimated and accustomed to their new surroundings and new people. And on Monday, the first family's younger dog, Major, was surprised by an unfamiliar person and reacted in a way that resulted in a minor injury to the individual, which was handled by the White House medical unit with no further treatment needed. It had been previously planned already for the dogs to be cared for by family friends in Delaware during Dr. Biden's travels to military bases this week. She has a 3-day trip this week, and the dogs will return to the White House soon.
Can you confirm that it was a Secret Service member who was bitten? And can you also reassure the public that Major Biden will not be euthanized as a result of this?
Well, certainly Major Biden is a member of the family, so I can assure you that. I don't have any more details on the individual. I would encourage you to ask the Secret Service, but I'm not going to have any more details other than that.
We heard all about dogs. We were promised a White House cat. What happened to that?
Where is the cat? Today's a good day for the cat. I don't have any update on the cat. We know the cat will break the internet, but I don't have any update on its status.
And when the cat does come to the White House, you guys know that Pet Profiles will be right here to cover it. Now, can I just say, now guys, again, this is not a political forum. I'm not interested in your political opinion. Can we just say how, like, professionally that press secretary handled that, like, confrontation? Can we just so basically the dog bit someone, and this dog was like, and this press secretary was like, so the dog did an incident which resulted in minor injury. Guys, can we just give credit to the fact that press secretary was so, because if this was more miserables as press secretary, they would be like, press secretary miserables, what can you say about the incident? I'd be like, this dog bit somebody? Y'all, this dog acting hella out of character. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this dog. It done bit somebody. I don't know what's going on. They need to get this dog in control. I don't know what Joe Biden's done. He can run the country, but he can't control his dog. Y'all, I don't know. But y'all are right. We need to figure out what's going on with Major. Y'all, this dog resulted in behavior that resulted in minor injury. Like, y'all, for real. Major kudos to the press secretary, because I wouldn't have been able to be that unprofessional. And so apparently Joe Biden's getting a cat. So keep posted for next week. Maybe Joe Biden will get a cat. And again, I don't want to hear your opinions about the political. I don't care. All right, moving on. Yes, more miserables for Brexit. Y'all, this country would go to hell in a handbasket. So, as you guys know, the world has been struggling with the COVID-19 pandemic. There's a lot of cases of flu in the world, influenza, pneumonia. One thing that has not been good in this is that Asian countries in particular have been abusing bears for the bile they produce. They have been abusing bears and extracting bile from bears for certain treatments for flu, for COVID, for pneumonia. And guys, this is a terrible, terrible practice, because this is not only are the bears being held captive. Can y'all please stop texting me during the middle of my show? Y'all see this stuff? I need to, let's turn this on vibrate. But not only are they turning are the bears being held in captivity, Moore is putting his phone on vibrate, but apparently the method that they use to extract the bile from the bear to use these treatments is excruciatingly painful. And there are videos on YouTube of people capturing the process of this doing, and the bears are just screaming in agony and pain from them using these metal rods to extrapolate this bile from them. So guys, there are a lot of petitions going on. These countries are mainly in the Eastern Asian province, China, Vietnam, Myanmar, and South Korea. So let's, guys, if you have some free time, go ahead and sign one of those petitions. Let's stop the use of using bear bile for medical treatments. I know that we all want to get through the flu and COVID and everything, but putting bears through torture is not the way. Okay. As you guys know, we like to every week at least have one story in Pets of the News of a pet reunification. So this story is brought to you in Howard City, Michigan, from this dog. His name was Milo. And Milo, guys, went missing. Y'all guys are never going to guess where Milo was found. Milo was found in a place that rhymes with Milo. So if you can guess in the comment section where Milo was found, I'll be impressed. Damn HQ, all right, apparently it wasn't that big of a guess. All right, so in Howard City, Michigan, Milo was loose. He ran away from his home, and they could not find him. His family, the owner's name was Nate Oswald. He could not find his dog for 4 weeks. And guys, if you don't know anything about Howard City, Michigan, because I sure as heck didn't. I had to Google Howard City, Michigan. Is this even a place, Howard City? I don't know anything about Howard City. Howard City is this not a big place in Michigan. So the dog got loose. Nate Oswald, the owner, couldn't find him for 4 weeks. Luckily, a member of the animal shelter was able to find him in an abandoned silo. And so they found him in the silo and were able to rescue the dog. He had lost, in 43 days, the dog had lost over 30 pounds. He was on the brink of starving to death. And thankfully, this animal shelter employee happened to find him in this abandoned silo, reunited him with Nate Oswald, and he is doing great, guys. He has regained his weight. He's doing fantastic, and Nate Oswald and Milo have been reunited. So, guys, we always like to hear. Last story. Now, if you were here last week, and you remember our story from New Orleans, Louisiana, shout out Dawson. You heard our story last week. That last week, we told you the story about some killer raccoons on the loose. Yes, that's right. There are some killer raccoons on the loose in New Orleans, Louisiana. So if you have pets in the New Orleans area, killer coons, city and county officials, as well as state officials, are encouraging you to make sure your dogs and even cats are on a leash if they are going to be outside, because these killer raccoons have, I don't know if it's rabies or COVID or some kind of COVID rabies mix, like rabies or rovid or whatever, but you don't want any part of it. Apparently a lot of pets have died from these killer raccoons in Louisiana, mainly starting in the New Orleans proper area, but now they found that they're branching out into suburban and rural areas around the New Orleans community. So Dawson, if you have people feed them because they think you're cute, Dawson, can you please educate your neighbors? Because I know that Dawson's in the area. Dawson, please tell these people to leave the raccoons alone. So if you have friends, or you do live in the raccoon infested area of New Orleans, y'all, please be careful with your pets, because apparently these raccoons are responsible for a lot of deaths in the area. This has been Pets in the News, everybody. Anyways, guys, we're moving on. What's up, Jessica? Guys, our next guest is a long-time friend of the show. She's an amazing person, an amazing streamer. She's beautiful inside and out. Her name is Andrea, and she's going to show us her birds. And I'm really excited because we haven't had birds like this on this show before. So y'all, please welcome Andrea Lay. I wish I had my little clap box.
Hi.
Andrea, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
It's good to see you.
Long time.
I know. So who are you going to introduce us here to today?
I have two to introduce you to. Okay.
So let's get it done.
Okay. The first one's going to be this beautiful bird. This is Waka.
Waka. Oh my gosh.
Long tail.
He is so big. Is it he or she?
This is a girl.
Okay, so she. So tell us about Waka. She's absolutely gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you. So her name is Waka. She's a blue and gold macaw. When my parents got her, that was her name already. Her name was Waka, and the name is Guacamaya in Spanish. That's why, or it's macaw.
For macaw, it's Guacamaya.
Daddy, if you want to come in the show, come in the show. My dad's in the background talking.
Hi, Dad.
He's all, this is what you need to say. If you look at her body, you see how long her tail is all the way down?
Absolutely, yeah.
So she's about 4 feet. Let me see, walk up, 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 come on, up, up, up. She's all, no,
She's shy.
up, up, come on,
Oh my gosh, she's actually hiding now.
come on, up. Good girl, good girl. So, she's mostly known for her blue and her gold, but on her head, you can also see green.
Absolutely.
Okay. She does talk. She does, but just like any mammal, you can't make her do anything. She doesn't want to. Huh. You see her face? She's kind of getting a little bit red. She's getting a little shy.
Hi, Dozer.
But yes, they're I've had them since I was about 10. Got them in 2001.
Wow.
And she will have a lifespan up to 50 years plus.
Wow. So now you see, now when a lay person like me looks at this bird, I see parrot. Is a macaw a form of parrot, or is that a different bird entirely?
It's the same thing.
Okay.
She is just a parrot that speaks.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And so I know it's very impolite to ask a woman her age, but you've had her since you were 10, and you're how old now?
I'm 29.
Okay, well, you don't look a day over 24, girl. So you've had Waka now for 19 years.
Yes.
That is impressive. What is different about raising a macaw than raising like a cat or a dog or your typical household domesticated?
She will copy everything. Like, I will laugh. Like, I know, look at, she's giving me kisses. I will laugh, and she will laugh with me. Like, and if, like, okay, so I'll show you my other bird in a little bit, and they will literally mimic you. So you have to be careful what you say growing up or what your parents say. My other bird, he will be like, Andrea! And then it'll be like, what?
So they actually said your name before.
Oh, you hear her? Oh, she's laughing with me.
That is so funny.
She
Can we teach Waka to say, "Hey, everybody, favorite more," and make sure to tune in every Wednesday at 11 for pet profiles? Maybe that's asking too much.
That might be a little too much. So Waka has the mentality of like a 4-year-old. So she could understand and kind of talk like a 4-year-old would. When she's outside, she just scream and just talk what she wants to say. And she has her own voice. I'll introduce the other one in a moment, and he has an exact mimic. He will mimic my voice, mimic your voice, he'll mimic my dad's voice. The dogs, like, he'll meow and he'll sing. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I can't wait.
So,
as far as a question I have as far as birds, because I had a parakeet when I was small, and I hated that thing. It would squawk when I was trying to sleep. I ended up having to give it to our local neighbor because it ruined every Saturday morning for me. I was trying to sleep and it wouldn't shut up every morning. Oh no. So I know what it's like. I know the answer to this question. Do you feel any kind of affection towards birds that you do towards like a cat or a dog?
oh yeah, she's family. She's just, I grew up with 4 dogs growing up as well. And I was only 8 years old when we had them. So over time, they've grown older and they passed. Oh. But they're the same way. You treat them and you have affection for them just like you would your dog or your cat.
Right.
Definitely. You teach them. Like, she gets so excited. Her face gets red. Her eyes start to dilate when she sees me. She runs to me. Oh, my God. I'll be eating, and she's at my feet wanting food, just like a dog.
That's adorable. That's adorable. Now, do you find that you get that same affection back?
Oh yeah, 100%. You see her kissing my face. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, you know, like monkeys, how they like pick at your head and trying to get the lice and stuff. She's picking at your face. She's picking at your face.
First of all, I ain't never had no lice. So despite the rumors, I ain't never had no rice. Nuh-uh. So I don't know nothing about that, but I'll just have to take your word for it. And I ain't never had a monkey either.
She'll like kiss you and try to pick at your face to clean you and stuff. And like, you see that? She tries to take care of you.
That's so adorable. That is so adorable. So, and you've had her basically like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say, before we move on to your next pet, what would you say, because we do have to move on, what would you say is your most memorable moment with Waka?
I guess the first time meeting her was my memorable thing. I was an 8-year-old or 10-year-old little girl, and you know, you've only seen these on TV and you've only seen them on the wharf, because I'm from Monterey, California. Mm-hmm. You only seen them, you know, in the wild, kind of. So sticking your hand out to the person to put this huge bird, you know, 4-foot long bird on your hand as a freaking 10-year-old, you're like, oh my God. And then for her to just be like so nurturing and wanting to just kiss you, you know?
Right.
I guess don't be scared.
If you're just joining us, this is Pet Profiles, Meet Me's premier pet show, because it's the only pet show. And we're joined with Andrea Lay, who's showing us her beautiful macaw parrots. And are we ready to move on to our next guest, Andrea?
We want to show you a trick first.
Okay, let's do a trick first.
So we played Dead Bird. Okay, it's like how you do the same thing with Dead Dog, or you know, you play dead or whatever. So she does the same thing. So let me show you.
So you want him to shoot the bird?
No, she's not gonna do it if he shoots.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, you need to go like this and pretend to shoot her. Okay, but say Dead Bird. Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Dead bird. Dead bird. Dead bird.
She pretends she's dead.
That was awesome. Wow. I love it. It worked too. So, Bucky, why can't you do nothing like that?
Make her head get big. Her hair stands up.
That was awesome. Well done, Waka. That was amazing. That was so, Bucky, you need to step up your game. All you do is eat, sleep, and poop. You know, look at this dog. This is a bird playing dead. All right. Anyway. So who's our next guest?
So this is Dozer.
Oh, Dozer. Wow.
He is going to be your smartest parrot that you'll find. Okay. He has the red tail and the gray body. He's called an African gray.
Wow.
He will live to be 80 plus years old. So eventually he'll have to be willed out to family, because he'll probably outlive us.
Wow. Well, girl, don't give yourself some credit, girl. You need to just good nutrition and proper exercise, yoga. Tune into Artemis's show every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Breath by breath, and you know she does it she takes about chakras and mindfulness. You can live past 80. You can do it. Yeah. So unfortunately, we are running low on time. Are there any cool things that this beautiful bird, by the way, can show us?
Unfortunately, he's a lot smaller. He's about 1 foot long, and his wingspan is about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet. But he's very fragile, and he's the same as Waka, but he can't do like the tricks because he's a little scared. But I've had him this. So what happened was my father and my mom actually wanted this bird. My mom wanted this one. It's a very rare bird to have. But the people who were selling the birds back in 2001, they wanted to sell them both as a pair. So my parents took them both in, and we've had them at the same time.
So. Okay, is he like another one of those mammals he's not going to perform on command? Because I know you said he was a master at copying. Any
Yeah.
chance to hear some copying today?
You want to sing maybe? I was like, who let the dogs out? Meow. No, you're supposed to bark.
He said meow. I'm dead. He said a meow. I'm dead. Yo, I'm not the only one who heard that, right? Like, come on. He said meow.
No. He meowed. He's not on it right now. We did practice this. I was like, you're gonna perform for me? How about one more time? Who let the dogs out? No. Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof. Come on. No, he's not going to perform.
He made that same whistling noise every time I see cute girls at Trader Joe's. So, I mean, you know, I think we just need to recalibrate him a little bit. But he's an awesome and beautiful specimen. Guys, I wish we had more time for Andrea, but unfortunately, we have to move on. Guys, do we have any questions for Andrea and her beautiful, beautiful birds before we move on? How
So they were about the same age as me when we got them. So they're probably about 29, 30 years old now, both of them.
And she said the first one lived to be 50 and this one lives to be about 80. So,
Yes.
any other questions for Andrea before we move on to our third and final guest?
Bye.
Do they sleep? Do birds sleep? I'd assume that they do.
Yes, they do sleep. We actually we have 2 cages, but they sleep in the same one since they've grown up together. But we have 2 of them just in case he wants to go back to his cage. But they do sleep standing up, and they do close their eyes, and they tuck their head into their wing. And we do clip their wings. We do clip their wings so that they don't fly.
Right.
Up. Good girl.
The wings are. They could fly if they didn't, but yeah.
See how this one's long? Right here, we need to clip that one, but we do clip her wings so that she can't catch air.
Right. Well, and that's typical for domesticated birds. It's not like considered abuse or anything like that. That's typical. Are they potty trained, Sean? As someone who owned birds, I can tell you that newspapers are your friend. So just lie in the cage and clean it as often as you can. And Dress It Diva, I wish my parakeet slept 10 to 12 hours a day. It will wake me up every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. No matter what. I put towels over that cage. I would put it doesn't matter. That bird every 7. I could put it in eventually I put it in the closet and I would forget about it. But thank God that thank God I would remember. Does it hurt to pluck? Does it hurt to pluck the feather?
They actually.
Again?
Yes, it is. We have to save their nails and we have to clip their wings, and it is hard to do because they don't like it. It's like dogs; they don't like their nails being clipped. Do they curse? No. Growing up, we weren't allowed to curse or anything, so the birds don't curse either.
Me too, damn it. All right, guys. Thank you, Andrea. Guys, if y'all haven't hit Andrea with the fave, guys, I know she's gorgeous on the outside. She's just as gorgeous on the inside. She's a wonderful person. Please hit her up with the fave. Unfortunately, we do have to move on. We're already over time tonight. So, Andrea, thank you for joining us. You were an amazing guest. Thank you so much. All right, guys. This next segment that we have is called Pet of the Week. Now, as some of you know, that Pet of the Week has been on hold in terms of voting for the past few weeks because we've been a little bit transient. Does anybody know what transient means? Are there any people in the audience that have a good lexicon out there? What does transient mean out there, guys? Come on, help me out here. Traveler. Well, not so much a traveler for me. Not transgender. I am not transgender, Dawson. We are not about to have that conversation on a good Wednesday afternoon. No. Really? No. I have been transient in the sense I have not been able to stay at one place for too long because of the fact that I am on the on the move on the, what do you call it? Hold on a second. I've been transiting in the sense that I have been not stable for stable in one place for too long because of the fact that I have been in the hotels and I have been not been at home. So I haven't had my printer. I haven't had all my normal technical assistant stuffs. So we haven't had a pet of the week for the past few weeks. I do apologize for that, guys. But this week, guys, finally, in long last, we have pet of the week. We had voting open up, and we finally have pet of the week back. We had voting for the very first time in 3 weeks on pet profiles. If you want to vote on pet of the week, just go to my Instagram every Wednesday between 1 and 6 p.m. on the Eastern coast, and you can vote for pet of the week. Pet of the week. What is pet of the week? Pet of the week is where we highlight one pet somewhere in the world that is up for adoption. This week, guys, our pet of the week is Paxson. This is Paxson, guys. Paxson. Can anybody guess what kind of dog Paxson is? And I know that it had the breed there at the bottom. Without reading, guess what kind of dog Paxson is. Believe it or not a lab. Paxson is a German Shepherd mix. German Shepherd mix. He's 6 years old. He was surrendered in Alaska. I'm not surprised because as somebody who lives in Texas, we got to have a 1 week free trial of Alaska a few weeks ago. And let me tell you something I did not approve. So I'm not surprised that people are losing their mind, giving up their pets, doing whatever, because the cold sucks. But anyways, as you can see from Pax's nose, he has snow on the nose. And he's a big boy with a big heart. He's loyal, sweet, and loves to be at your side. It takes him some time to warm up to people because strangers can be scary for Paxson, but his love is worth the wait. Befriending Paxson is good for the soul. He's an affectionate boy who loves to lay with his big head in your lap, gives gentle hugs, and is very careful not to squish his smaller friends. He loves to give kisses. He's an active boy who would love to follow you on any venture. He is available at the Anchorage, Alaska Humane Society. So if you like Paxson, guys, and you would like to adopt Paxson, and you're in Alaska, well, you can't just go to the only animal shelter that's available in Alaska, because apparently there's only one in Anchorage. There's only one. It's called the Anchorage Humane Society. So apparently it's the only non-kill shelter. Is there anybody actually here from Alaska? I'm gonna be shocked. Is there anybody here in the comment section from Alaska? No. Steven says yes. Why do I think that y'all are lying? All right, it doesn't matter. We're moving on. Guys, this is Pet Profiles. My name is More Miserable. If you're just joining us, this is Meet Me's premier pet shows where we showcase pet owners and their lovable pets. You used to live, that's cool. I don't ever want to go there. I already had my free trial of Alaska when we had our winter storm here in Texas. I ain't never go. I used to say, I want to go on an Alaskan cruise. I want to see the Northern Lights. You know what? I will just deal with the pictures. Y'all send me all y'all fancy videos and photos of the Northern Lights. Exactly. Subscription canceled. I am no longer interested in seeing no Northern Lights. I'd rather see the warm lights of Texas. Don't ever show me that again. Anyways, pet show. Back to that. Our third and final guest, guys, is an amazing streamer who has amazing content. And she's got an amazing voice as well. But tonight, it's not about that. But she is going to reveal to us her adorable pet. So y'all, without further notice, please give it up for a friend of the show and an amazing streamer here on Meet Me, Zen. Welcome to the show. We have Zen. And who do we have with us here today, Zen?
This is Bailey girl. She's a little sweet pea. Come here. She says, no, I'm camera shy. Come here. Come here. Come back.
She looks adorable, but she also looks huge. What kind of dog is Bailey?
Bailey is a pit, and I believe she has some bully mixes as well. Yeah, she's pretty big. You know, sometimes though she looks so short, she's just really thick. You know, she's thick with 3 C's.
I'm not going to touch that because there's a whole lot of comments that I could go down with that road, and none of them are featured show friendly. So we just gonna keep it moving. Anyway, so how long have you had Bailey? Tell us, was it love at first sight? What brought you two together?
Right. So about a year ago, my brother ended up going to a shelter in hopes of adopting a dog. And she wasn't the dog that they originally had in mind to adopt. But then they saw that she was going to be put down the next day.
Oh no.
And they saw how absolutely loving and sweet she is. Thank you, Bobby. And so they ended up adopting her instead. The shelter marked her down as aggressive because she's from the pit breed, but she's so far from it.
Right.
The only aggressive thing about her is that she doesn't know her size. She has no idea how big she is, and so she will give you a hug but tackle you with so much love. She's huge.
It's so funny that dogs can be like, because like, just like you're saying, she's so big and she doesn't realize that she's not small. I feel that she is the same way, and she doesn't realize she's small and she doesn't realize she's huge. Because I'll take her to the dog park and she'll go up to the biggest, baddest dog in the yard and start picking a fight with it and thinking that she's the alpha. So, dogs just have their personality. Really, it's not about the size. It's about the dog and the character that's inside them.
Definitely. Well, okay. What? Dang. Did you hear that? She does this like weird snort thing when she wants attention or just like to kind of talk to you, but she just like forced me to pet her out of nowhere. She was like, "You stopped. How dare you? That's not allowed."
Oh, I know. Look at this one. She thinks that this is not about her. She knows that this is about her, and she's still not. We practiced this for an hour and a half. Like, we practiced her sitting up here and being calm and still, and she just wants attention.
She said, "I don't care about what we practice."
So there are a lot of like stereotypes about pit bulls and the bull mixes. But you obviously, Bailey looks like a big sweetheart. So what would you say to people out there who are, maybe a little hesitant about pit bulls in the mix and say that these are aggressive breeds?
Yeah, so when it comes to aggression, I believe that a lot of aggressive breeds actually stem from the owners. It stems from the way that people train them. Surprisingly, before they adopted Bailey, she was in dog fighting rings. And so she has scars from bite marks, from burn marks, cuts, everything that you could possibly think of.
No way.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you would think that a dog like that would be, aggressive.
Oh, absolutely.
That's probably the main reason why she was marked as aggressive, but she's the most loving, forgiving, cuddly, amazing creature ever, And so I think if you love them enough and you give them a chance and you show them that that's not all that their life can be and is going to be, and you genuinely show them the love that they deserve, any dog, I think, has a chance to be a really good dog,
Yeah. And guys, this is not to sound cheesy, but like a big metaphor for what we all do here on the app. There's a lot of people out here on the app who come into our live streams who have been hurt and who are, have been through a lot of trauma. And if you provide them that love and that support and that nurturing, they can also thrive. They can also have that life where they feel that, they matter and they have a purpose. So absolutely. Have you ever seen any hint of aggression from Bailey?
It's funny. She's scary. She's got a giant mouth. Whenever she yawns, you see it's literally like an alligator or like a shark, and we play a lot. Let me see if I can. Here it is. We play. This is her favorite toy, but it's terrifying because she plays and she growls and it's so scary, but she would never actually bite you.
Right.
With her, and we just play really rough. And when people see that, like even my family members are like afraid because she looks so scary, but really she doesn't do anything. But it's really cute. It's things like that, you know. But this is her favorite. This is her baby. She also loves like stuffed animals. She cuddles with stuffed animals all the time, like a little sweet pea.
So what advice would you have? Because there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of negative stereotypes about the bulls. So if you have a dog that's been through that, obviously Bailey has been raised right. You've only got her a year, and she's how old?
She's 4.
Okay, so she had she had a life before she met you, obviously. So
Okay.
what advice would you have for people who are adopting pets that may not had the best history?
You have to be patient. You know, there's always going to be times where maybe she will, or your dog will probably be scared. I know she has PTSD. She wakes up in the middle of the night every night and she's crying, you know, and any little thing scares her. If I yawn, if I sneeze, she freaks out. And you just have to be understanding of the fact that they have gone through so much and there's been so much trauma. But as long as you're patient with them and understanding, I think, you know, they will feel that and there'll be, you know, so much of a love connection there.
Absolutely. I think everybody can see just how much of an adorable sweetheart Bailey is. There's so many questions I want to ask you, but unfortunately we are running low on time. We only have 75 minutes for this show. So there's always some fun questions I love to ask for dog and cat owners. If you could ask Bailey one question, if Bailey could speak English for 5 minutes and you can ask her one question, what would that question be?
Who's your favorite human? And if you don't say me, you and I are going to have a problem.
You see, here's the thing. Like, I'm kind of with you on that one. But a part of me was like, I don't want to know that, because if she says like my sister, I'd be like, get the out of my house right now. You let my sister feed you. Let my sister take you for walks. Let my sister buy you like specialty diet and all that. No. So I mean, you're brave for asking. I think I would just ask, do you love me? That's all I'd ask. Do you love me? Do you love me?
I think she loves me. I think she also just absolutely loves belly rubs. She's become demanding of belly rubs from me. Like sometimes I'll just go up to her and I'll just stare at her to see what she does, and she turns around and she starts making, like, I call them pigopotamus noises. She's like half pig, half hippopotamus. And it's so funny. Like she just goes and like rolls on her back and it's like, Penny.
There's no way you can get her to do that before we go, is there? Because that would be awesome.
I wish. She like throws tantrums, but it's all on her own, you know, like before bed every night too. When she can't get comfy, it's a problem, okay? Like the biggest tantrum thrower ever. She right now is upset with me because she's like, why are we not going to bed right now? What are you doing? Why are you keeping me down here? I
feel like a lot of people here on Pet Profiles are asking that same question. Guys, I'm trying to schedule the show early. Y'all bear with me, okay? I'm doing what I can do. The last question I'll ask, because again, I love asking this question. Is Bailey a pet to you or is she a child to you?
Oh, she's the biggest baby. She's a giant 100-something pound baby. Like,
do you throw Bailey birthday parties?
Yeah, well, so not exactly like birthday parties. We're not crazy with like birthday hats and the cake and everything like that, but she does get to open her own presents and she loves opening presents. So we always get her something.
Wow. So Baka, see, you ain't spoiled like that. You spoiled every day, but hey, look, I admire you for that, because I ain't about to do all that. So and I'm the host of Pet Profiles, and I'm my friend has a birthday party. Sabaka actually got invited to a birthday party before for another dog. And just out of principle, I just felt like I had to say no. I was just like really? Like a birthday? I didn't even get invited to a birthday party. How come the dog is invited to a birthday party?
Really quick, you reminded me about something. Bailey has a brother. And he's like about 13. He is a Shih Tzu, I believe. And that story about the dog being lost for a while and found in a different city, they unfortunately lost him about 5 years ago. And 5 years later, they get a call that they found him
No,
in
5 years.
a different city, like far, far away. Like he
That
ran
on the news?
5 years ago. I don't think it was on the news, but it should have been because it's
It
so
should have been. Damn, this dog was on the news for 43 days. I think y'all need. How long ago was this that they found him?
I think it was about of a year ago. I
Statute
know.
of limitations is probably gone. They probably wouldn't take the. Y'all just make it up and say. You just make it up and say y'all found him yesterday or something. You know?
It was crazy, and we're just
That's
like,
amazing. Well, guys, here we go. An additional story to pets in the news today. Zen, before you go, is there anything that you would like to plug before you go?
yeah. I have my own show. I know we kept making hints at it. It's called The Reveal with Zen, and yes, I do that every single time. It is a show where I have singers, dancers, musicians, DJs, artists, anything you can think of, any sort of talent. They come on and they perform for us. But the catch is that they have to use a lurk account and wear a disguise. So we're not supposed to know who these people are. They wear fun costumes, get creative. At the end of the night after they perform, we do the big reveal, hence the name of the show. It's so much fun. If you're interested in being on the show, you don't have to be the most talented person. If you're just willing to have fun and be creative and be a fool with us, please let me know. It's in my Instagram, which is also plugged in the bio. That's new.
No, it's so cool, right? Now, who here in the Pet Profiles family thinks that more needs to go on the reveal and exhibit his disgustingly ugly voice? Okay, that's way too many people. I was expecting like, y'all need to stop. Now, how come I ask this questions normally? Y'all be silent, but as soon as I want to make a fool out of myself, y'all all of a sudden are like all for it. You know what, guys? This has been Pet Profiles. Zen, thank you for so much being a part of this. Y'all hit this beautiful, wonderful lady with the favorite. She's amazing, and her content, guys, is second to none. So y'all go check her out on every Monday. What time Monday?
Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. And
That's
you
right.
definitely come on. You got to come on the show.
Absolutely. Well, Sabaka, should we do it? Sabaka says yes. Y'all favor her. Thank you so much, Zen, for being on the show. Guys, this has been the show tonight, guys. This is it. This has been it. Thank you, Zen. We appreciate it. Guys, this has been Pet Profiles. Thank you, everybody who's been here. Guys, if you're interested in having your pet on Pet Profiles, if you're out there going, you know what? These pets are great and all, but my pet could be on this show. What do these pets go? Thank you, Dawson. What do these pets got that I don't got? Well, then hit me up with that favorite. There's a little circle with the star over there. Hit me up with that favorite. And then hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram is plugged into my bio as well. If you hit that box right there that says More Miserables and you scroll to the bottom, it has my Instagram on there. Just click on that. All right? Meanwhile, guys, thank you for being here. We love pets and we love you. Until next time, guys, remember, it's free to be nice and it costs nothing to be kind. So treat other people with love the way you want to be treated, and we will see you next time. 3. Damn it. Bye.